Another one, and another one, and another one, and another one.
Yellow. Hey. Where's my cam? There it is. So, what's up everyone? Today we're gonna do some more OBS overlay tasks, commands this time. It's got it going pretty good. Did you see me playing with it in the beginning there? I can do bang sounds, and that's listing all the sounds on the screen that I can do. Right now, only I have permission to run these. No one else does. So we're gonna add permissions today, which is unnecessary, because I want you guys to enjoy these also. And I also wanna do shorthand. So right now I support aliases. So you can do exclamation point sound clap. Or if you wanted to do a shorthand, you can do exclamation point S clap. But I also want to make it even shorter where it's a whole alias command where I do exclamation point clap. Right now nothing happens, but that would basically run exclamation point sound clap. So that's the other task that we want to look at today too. First, I was thinking I'll just create a BRB screen because I do need that. It should be pretty simple, and we'll just kind of use the same notification styling that we've used before. It's just going to be BRB and then my message, whatever I want to say, you know, my BRB is. I do have an idea for a Be Right Back game though that would be really cool to build. So I was thinking maybe like it could be a full screen thing, and you can have a command to add a cat, and the cats come out each time you add one, and they start meowing at you if you don't feed them. So then you also have to feed them. And the more cats you add, the more food you need. I was just thinking about that for a stream. What do you think? I think it sounds cool. I've never built a game before. I mean, the Twitch command chat thing should be easy. It's just simple like actions to trigger, you know? But I would like to move them around to the food and stuff like that. So it is a game, but it's not like a full physics thing, I don't think, you know? But that'd be fun to build as well. I'm getting really interested in building these stream tools because it's fun to have just kind of these unique things that I'm using on stream, and you get to see it whether you're a follower now or in a year from now when I still have it on stream and you're like, oh, that's cool. You know, So it's always a cool thing for new and existing followers. What are the cool sounds that I get? So I got some basic ones, air horn, you know, the rim shot, etc. But I've started pulling out some of my favorites from the site only had a few, but like some Simpsons ones. So let's do sound. Yoink.
Yoink.
You heard that one last time. I think I used that when I was testing. Sound. This one was funny. Shut up.
Listen, shut up for a second.
I got the Seinfeld song. These shouldn't get picked up on DMCA or DCMA, right? Sound. What was the other one I got? There was another song. Oh yeah, Larry. That could be my thinking song. You know, a shortcut like exclamation point thinking. But I also have a be right back one, which I like. See, the be right back could auto play the sound and show the notification. So we're gonna integrate the both of them now. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool, eh? Pretty good. There's another Larry throwback for you. Okay, what's the other one? What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, BRB. Soothing. So far, these are all from myinstance.com. And they've got a good selection, but they do have like a DMCA takedown, so they don't have a lot like of quotes. And I like quotes a lot, you know, as opposed to memes. So I'd like to go record some of my favorites and just put them on here anyway. See how that goes. I've been writing down a list, but I gotta go back and find them. I could probably find some YouTube videos, just rip those, turn them into audio, and then throw them in here, add some new commands. But I'll do that off stream, and then I'll bring them back to you. So those are the commands we have right now. You guys can't run them yet. I'll leave them on there, actually. Well, no, because I need that space for my be right back screen. I added another task, exclamation point cleared, to clear anything on the screen. But let's task end, task start. I should add a task next so that I could automatically end and start the next one. Let me take a note of that. Task next. Okay. So let's look at adding our BRB screen. I think my only change right now is adding this. I don't know. I did a little bit of stuff off stream, I think, but I'm not I don't totally remember what I did. If I see something, I'll point it out. I mean, sure, these might be renamed. I can't remember what we did on stream and whatnot, so forget it. Next time. So BRB command. So first of all, we want to see our commands, which they are right here. Fortune, we'll build that someday. That's gonna be a nice integration with our other project. Okay, so we want BRB. I'm doing these. I might add aliases later on, but I don't need any right now. I'm doing these in alphabetical order, just so I can keep track of them for now. See, ideally is that I could read these and, you know, you could say exclamation point commands in the chat and you can see the ones that you run based on permissions. What do you have access to? So that's nice. Okay, BRB. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna call I think I want to make it its own method. Normally it would do, I can't remember if I did this off stream, but I basically expose the client commands like this. And these are what the values you can have. So like play sound, clear notification, etc. This is the commands that you can run via a command. It's kind of like my way to prevent from just running anything in the DOM or having to do like an eval or something, right? This is the list of ones that you can use. So the one I'm thinking of is render message. We don't expose it yet. This is what we use for all of our other templates at the moment. But this is, event data.template. It does pull the template, cool. So maybe you could say render message and the args. I could hardcode those, I think. Because right now I just want to do like exclamation point BRB, and then we would automatically run. Maybe I would be able to set the message, but I don't really care to do that yet. So let me hard code it first. The args is actually an object of the event data. And the template is going to be, I'm pretty sure it's just message. Let's see. And then there's a title, which is BRB. You know, this is not going to work because this is not the right template. Let's open our templates. So this is expecting a title, a username, and an action. Let's do a new one. We'll call it BRB template. So it'll look the same, just won't have this username. I could hard code the title in there, but this might not even be a BRB specific. It could be more generic, but eventually I will want to do my own BRB template. Maybe this should just be title message template. This should probably be called not just message, but user message template. It's also got an action though. User action template. Where am I using this? I already started the next one, yeah. Okay. So this should be user action template. User action with message template. What was that? Is that on the song? User action with message template, yeah. And I would probably rename these as well. I don't necessarily need the template on the end of it. It is a bit superfluous. Well, it's more redundant. And now that it's starting to get me to see how these can be generic. Like I wouldn't need to say user action. Yeah. There's my ice machine. These are the two variables right now. Everything else is the same in there. So this warrants a refactor. But let me see how I'm using it. Didn't know today was going to be refactor day. Templates dot. And I think it's because, where am I writing those template names? There's no reason for the template name to be like kebab case when the element is, or no wait, snake case when the element is kebab. I don't know, I forgot the names. Hydrate. Wrong one. Action. I'm not. Yeah, like these don't need to be different. Okay, let's just change that to simplify it to get rid of it. This will be BRB message. So let's just call this Are you guys hearing that? So this, instead of templates, it could just be render template. Where's our render message? This should be Sorry, the fridge is just popping off today. Render template. You know, I wonder if... Never mind. Okay, render template. It's gonna have all the event data. Or the default notification template, yes. Yes, user action template. That shouldn't be the default though. I feel like the default should just be whatever. We'll leave it as that, but I also want to start to fill that out. Render template. I'm doing like 50 things spread out everywhere right now. I know, I'm sorry. So this is the user action with message template. And then let's add templates for all of these. I'm starting to think I might want to nest this too because I'm mixing data, I'm mixing the user, like the template data with generic data, like this. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. User action template. User action with message. This is not user action with message? I don't know. It wasn't there, so it was defaulted. So we've added the default templates everywhere. What should the regular default template be? I think it should just be simple message. But that's what the BRB could be for now anyway. Let's just say text template. There won't be a title, it will just be a straight up mess. Well, I guess the title will be the message. This will be message template. The OG message template is back. The default is message template. And that will be just a basic message in the bottom right. So I could theoretically do like BRB. Let's try it. Let's do the BR, no. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. Am I normally writing the templates in there? Sometimes I was, sometimes I wasn't, I think. No, I was. Template, user action template, template. That's right, okay. So the message is BRB, feeding the cat. I could pass this in, and I will, but let's just get it running first. I think that was all I needed. Let's see if it works. It got the command. I didn't set this up yet. That's why. And I think I might have. Yeah, I left some other code there. So these can be dropped now, right? I didn't even update all the code. Had to be something I left, right? Okay, so it grabs the template. But the template function doesn't need to be anything fancy. It's gonna be this now. So let's drop this. Don't need that anymore. We're gonna add, so we have render template. Let's have, should I need it? Or should I just do, I should just do this stuff in there. Why am I? Get remplate. Template name. This is gonna need to be updated. To that. We won't want to pull a text off yet, so we'll say let's say template L. Is it .text content? I was using .text, but is text content the correct thing? So there could be a thing here if there is no let's get it there. If there is a template element, actually I need to just do this. Move this up there, I already wrote it. If there is no template element, meaning we couldn't find it on the page, template does not exist. Otherwise, we can get the text content, loop over all the values, and then we've got the HTML ready to go. We don't need this. Inner HTML equals HTML. If there's sound, play the sound. Otherwise, do that. I think that's good. This should be a config item. Config.default notification sound. So sometimes we're using double quotes. We need to set up our linter. It's not fun though, you know? I don't want to do that. Okay. No other code to change, right? Did I use that render message anywhere else? Yes, I did. Render template. Anywhere else? No. Okay, now I think it should work. We did a lot of things. Fixed a lot of unfinished code. Oh, I gotta refresh it in here too. Did I not even do that? Maybe that's why I didn't throw an error or anything. Okay. Error somewhere. Let's see. I'm getting the events here. Let's pull it up in our real site here and do some debugging. Console templates is not defined. Oh. You're damn right they're not. Okay. Data is not defined. Overlays 61. Data is not defined. It's event data. See, this is all the extra debugging you need to do when you're not using TypeScript, which I'm okay with. I don't mind it. I mean, for a work project, I definitely wouldn't want to be doing this, but just for like a chill, building this fun little thing, you know, I'm fine. I can live. I can hang. I need BRB. There it is, feeding the cat. shouldn't go away though. So we should have an auto close. Dot auto close. I guess I can just change the timeout. I'll just set it to false. Because if it's anything greater than 0, which it has to be, then I won't want it to run. This is not the right one, right? Yeah. Check commands. Timeout 0. False? I could say 0 or false, it doesn't matter. I like false. Maybe instead of timeout, this should be auto close timeout. Let's not change too much right now. I'm always trying to rename things. Is that a problem for you guys? Refresh. Be right back, feeding the cat. Feeding the cat. Well, I want to get rid of that extra margin on there, and I also want to make this customizable. So let me fix the style first. And it's gonna have its own style because I don't want to affect the other ones. Ooh, no class name. No margin. Did I not save everything? Did I not refresh? Ah, shoot. CSS got me. Be right back, feeding the cat. Should this one be a different font? It's just very boring. And then when I want to come back, I can say, come back and say clear. And then it's gone. Let's make that customizable real quick. The value. Let me close out some of this other junk that hopefully I don't need. That's done. Okay, feeding the cat. So this should be a template literal, and we'll pull it from the args. We'll say args. Does args automatically come through as an array? Ars join or feeding the cat. We'll see. Tilde. So if I do just BRB, it shows feeding the cat. If I do BRB mowing the lawn, all right. Clear. I think that's it for my basic BRB. Should I just make a message one too? And say like, I don't need it yet, and I don't know what I would use it for. I'm thinking I might want to just end up continuing to do specific things like this, you know? Yeah. Cool. Let me save that, commit it, push it up. So I could also do other things, like on a server side callback. Or I guess the client callback. I can make a specific one, a specific client template to run a game or something, you know, to run the BRB game. Instead of just render template, I would make a new function in here to do that, to run the game. And then I export it, and it's available. So any kind of client functionality I want, I can just, you know, I build it here in the client. I have a few different files, like I can break them out into modules, which is nice. I would break that game out into a module for sure. And I just have to expose the client commands here, and then everything else, I mean, unless I'm adding a new feature, is already hooked up. I don't need to do anything else in here. So for that new game, I definitely would need to write new code, right? But if I want to play any sounds, I would just need to go add a sound here, and then actually just add a sound there. And that's it. I'm gonna start, we're gonna be working in here now because we're gonna start controlling, yeah, permissions and aliases. Maybe not in this file then. It could be in this file. For the sounds, like to say, I don't wanna give you guys access to the air horn all the time. I mean, I don't know. It seems a little risky. But the aliases, I guess we'll look at the permissions. We'll look at them both. If we need to add a new template, we do that in our index.html. Should I write some of these down in the README while we're here and aware of it? I don't want to write full documentation. Maybe I'll do that off stream. That's kind of boring for you guys and gals and theys and thems. So I do want to move this though. I really didn't like it being there. I like it like that. I like it like that. Git add, git ci-m. What do? We brb command and template. Push her on up. Let me see if that README is really what I want it to look like. Yeah, I like that. I guess I start with the setup. I would like to, you know, first put like, hey, what is this? And excuse me.
Listen, shut up for a second.
I want to play that sound every time I ban someone in chat for the, followers. Mauls the eggs. See, the problem with banning is it bans it and then I can't go, like, how do I file? I can't file a report anymore. I want to file a report as spam, but last time I did that and then it's up on the screen for a long time. Because it takes me like 5 screens to get through a banning or why I want to ban this person. Or why I want to report this person. Okay. So that ends it. Task end. Let's take a little break. Stretch break. So Melky is said he's thinking about dropping the fridge. Personally, I love the fridge. I'm all about snacks. I love the snacks. I wonder if I could snag that off him. Because as you can see, I have a fridge behind me. Those are pretty good, pretty close. So the fridge is relevant to me. At least if you can't tell, that's my fridge. It's making noises all the time. So, and I like snacks, I don't eat a lot of snacks on stream. I would, but it's just loud and it's in your face and it's not pleasant. It's not ideal. Otherwise, I would definitely have snacks. If it's a quiet snack like cheese, cheddar cheese, I'd do it. Let's play with another sound. I'm looking at the wrong window. Hold on. Oh, no, I'm not. It didn't work. Let me refresh. There we go. I should make a shortcut for meow. Meow. It's so short, You heard the echo because it's playing in here too. I don't want to paste it play it yet. So let me clear that out. Now it should be the one. Yes, meow. Let me add a quick little shortcut for that one. Oh, I don't actually have that feature yet, right? Oh, man. So I'd rather do the aliases before the permissions. Let's start that one instead. I think it's going to be a little harder. That's why I put it last, but I could be wrong. Chat permissions could be harder. So there's 2 that I want to add. Let's start that. Task start 4. I'm jumping around. Does that work? I don't know if that works actually. It does. Cool. So actually, it could just be in the way I configure it here. So sound has an alias of S. What happens if I did like meow? Doesn't have an alias, but what it's gonna do is it's gonna play a sound of meow. So I'm not forwarding it. I would like that functionality, but this would work for now. Let's add meow, and what was the other one that I wanted to do? Oh, I also wanted to add the sound when I do the BRB too. That could be done on here on the config setting. Sorry, this should be BRB. We'll test that in a second. Meow, what was the other command that I say? I wrote it down earlier. Thinking. Oh, clap. Thinking, maybe. Did I already have the clap one up here? No. These could be much shorter. I don't really need them to be so long. Okay, I think that's all of them. Oh, let me refresh OBS. Oh, let me try the BRB too. Cool. Then I clear it when I'm done. This is fun. I like making commands. So let's look at, well, I don't know, would there be a benefit to me having the alias command? So for example, like, command name meow, and then I would have shortcut for, I could call it whatever, s meow. Then I could drop this all together. I could make shortcuts, make it an array, so you could do multiple things. So you can do like sound and, I mean, I can do it through config right now, but I could do like sound BRB, and BRB could be a shortcut. You know, it runs multiple commands in succession. They're not, actually they're not like awaited or anything. They would just be, you know, run this and this. And it's gonna start them all, this, you know, kick it off, whatever. The benefit of that is, you know, this config is a little confusing. I think that's easier to read. Like that would drop that off. I don't know what I want. I don't know. I mean, I don't need this, yes. Let's think of what else. What else would I use it for? Let me see, I had some notes here before. I mean, I like that idea of allowing multiple commands. I guess we can hook it up. I don't know what I'll use it for yet, but I do think it's a good feature to have. I mean, I'll use it to reconfigure this, right? To drop this thing, but... Is that really all I need? Thinking. Command name. Should I call it shortcuts or commands or sequence or... Whoa, naming. I need a command for naming. What sound would you play for naming? Splashly, welcome. Ooh, look at those bits on screen. Good to see you. Shout out to Splashly. Haven't seen her on stream in a long time. Excited for you to come back though. Soon. Tell us soon. Oops. So what sound would I play for? Thinking. Boring?
Boring.
Going to happen soon, all right. Homer, yeah, I got a lot of Simpsons ones right now, and I'm trying to, I mean, I'll add more down the line, but I'd like to pull some Seinfeld ones in, but they use a lot of laugh tracks, and I really don't want laugh tracks included. You know, I just want the voice. So if I can find clips that are just the voice without the laugh track, I think it will be hard to do that. Then I would pull one in. Nerd! Shit could be thinking. Shit. I don't know what to use this one for, but I'm really excited for it.
Stop! He's already dead.
Splashly was working on sound effects on her stream and got Owen Wilson's famous wow happening. What's hit? What's that from? I hope it's from Zoolander. Wow. My wow is the classic anime one. Wow! I just love it, you know? How are the sound effects sound, Splashy? Are they too loud? Are they a good level? I've tried to normalize them because some are super loud and some are super quiet. So I've tried to keep them normal, but I haven't got back to watch my VOD to see if they actually were normal.
eyes, the goggles do nothing.
My eyes, the goggles do nothing. Here's another Simpson one.
Can you repeat the part of the stuff where you said all about the things?
Lower it just a tad? Okay.
Saxophone, saxophone. Oh.
Right now I'm at -6 decibels. What did I set that to? It's 50% volume. Let's do 35.
Can you repeat the part of the stuff where you said all about the things?
Sounds kind of the same to me. Some things I noticed when I was trying to adjust the sounds, anything from 30 to 80% was the same, and then I had to go like low 30% to fix it. Let's bring it down to 20.
Can you repeat the part of the stuff where you said all about the things?
Is that a little better? It's maybe a little lower. Maybe a little lower. Maybe just a tad lower. Yeah. But I heard a difference, yeah. Okay. As long as it's not like jolting you, then I'm okay with it. But when I was testing them, they were very loud in the browser and it was shocking, so. Okay, let's update this one too. This should be, what do I want to call them again? Shortcuts. I don't think I want to call them shortcuts. S. Larry. Alias. I could just call commands. I could say trigger. The last time I spoke to Jim from Canada, it's been a while. I only I only speak to him on stream, and I haven't seen him stream. I feel like I heard someone say something about how they talked to him recently, though, or how I don't know. Let's just call it shortcuts for now until I figure out a better name. So this is going to run in, where do I run that code? I think I run it in listen for chat command. Client command. This code was very confusing to me, and I would like to rename things. Client caller, it gets back this, let's call it client command config. I think is the right term for it. I started streaming again this year, yeah. So a lot of the people that I've seen who, you know, took a break for a while have come back. I've been watching Odad a lot though. He's been streaming all through the holidays and stuff, and he took a little break, but I think he's back now. And yeah, so people that are starting to come back, I think people were just busy for the holidays. But you have school, right? How's school going? You ready to drop out and just start coding? I hear that happens a lot. So the client callback, client command config. If it has the own property of the client command, then grab it. So if there's no client command, it could be because it is an alias. If there's no client command and client command config, dot shortcuts. Run shortcut commands. I guess I should make shortcuts available for all of them. I don't care if the client command is available or not. You have only one class this semester. You was in bed with the funk the last few months, trying to take it easy. Oh man, hope you're feeling better. Yeah, over winter break I got COVID, I think Omicron, and it was, you know, it was pretty bad. It was like 7 days to get out of bed, and then another 3 days until I was breathing normal and stuff again. But it was a little worse than the flu I had about 5 years ago, or actually maybe it was like 6 or 7 years ago now. That one I was in bed for 5 days, I remember. This one I was 7, so it was a little longer, for sure. But then again, I'm also almost a decade older, so who knows. Okay, so if the client command config has shortcuts, do I just emit that command, send it back up, and then send it back down? Or can I can emit it to this socket, huh? Shortcuts.map. Oh, but then I can't process it. So maybe I shouldn't be running it here. Maybe I should be running it on the server. Not there. In here. This is a little tricky. Because this command data is formed for me. Splashly just redeemed hydrate. Meow. That's from the app that we are building right now. Is it gonna hide? It's supposed to hide automatically. Did I break that? Thank you for the hydrate. It's definitely broken. Well, let's fix that real quick. I'll comment that out for now. And what was that? That one is lingering around. That should be not in here. It should be in tau listeners. The timeout should be set. Channel points regions, custom. The config 10-second. Oh. Yeah, that is because I added this new blocker. Where is that code? I don't really want to use meow for that one. Which sound should we use? You scrapped your bot and you're going to use streamer.bot moving forward. Is that for chat commands, you mean? I kind of wanted to build my own because I want to tie them into my own things. Like I can launch my own commands from here, you know, do whatever I want. For example, I'm gonna be building a fortune, a fortune channel redemption. And when that comes in, I want to trigger it needs to hit an API that I have, return the value, and then show that notification on screen. Can you do something like that on StreamerBot, or does StreamerBot just send messages back to the chat? I don't have the capability to send a message back to the chat yet, but I will like to add that eventually. Chat commands and incoming notifications from Twitch. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, because it was a pain to get all these set up manually, like listening for follows and whatever. I used Tau, the Twitch API unifier, to simplify that, and that was great. But I tried to build it a little on my own first, and it just was not working. So, give up. So the problem is because this doesn't have a timeout on it. This is definitely in overlays. And this is definitely in render template. So this should always happen, but I should say timeout, use the timeout, or config dot, oh no, wait, say or, actually I don't think I need to pass anything. Because if the timeout is 0, then I don't want to do it. Maybe I should fix that in here. If there is no timeout, just return. You just started using it yesterday. Anyway, cool to see you stream. Stop by again. Gotta go eat. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by, Splashly. I'm excited to see you again sometime on stream. I've got points for jelly beans. Stock up on your jelly beans. It's my favorite game. I think I'm getting pretty good at it, knowing what you would spit out and what you would keep. It is always a gamble, though. Okay, so if there is no timeout, return. And this, where is that? I don't need the templates right now. I don't need the README. I don't think I need the Tau listeners. Where's that coming from? Oh, that was coming from the... No. Is it coming from the Tau listeners? Yeah. No, it's in here. It's up here. It was the render template. Okay. So it's gonna automatically call it no matter what. If there's no timeout, it'll be undefined. It will default to the default one we set in the config, but we pass it as false, or if you pass it as 0, it won't run. So 0 or false will not run. But in that case, do I want to clear any existing timeout? I think I do. I think I would still want to clear it, because if there was a timeout and then I ran a new thing over it, sounds right to me. Let's replay that so that we can test it. Meow. What sound should I use for that? Should be 10 seconds. It could be a coin. Oh, I didn't refresh it. One more. Let's wait for it to finish. There it goes. Cool. Yoink. I'd like to get a dedicated one that I won't confuse with, you know, one of the other ones that I use all the time, but I don't have it yet. Listen. I guess for now, I can do sound yoink.
Yoink.
Yoink. It's pretty quiet though. Let's turn yoink up.
Yoink.
It's pretty quick too, but let's go with it for now until I get a dedicated one. Where do I set those? Yoink. I'm gonna go turn my light on, test my BRB screen. Let's just do BRB. Hello. We got the purple background on. Goes nice with this hat, huh? Hotter than July. Furnace 25. Okay. So, how do we want to handle triggering an extra event or triggering extra aliases? I feel like we should do it on the server level. Because well, it's in our Twitch chat, right? So we get all the messages here. Should I send a message through? But I don't have access to the config yet in here, I think. Command name and args. Okay. This is where we break up the command. I could pull the chat commands. I don't think, am I pulling them into the server side right now? No, I'm setting them here. But I don't have the commands. All of the commands, I just have the command that was asked for here. Init with the config. Maybe I also want to pass in the commands there. So I can create them on the server side? One sec. Hello, I'm back. I went shifted to up mode, so stand up mode. Let me fix this a little bit. Is it pointing the right way? This way? That way? How's that? Good enough? Cool. It's really crooked for me now. Oh, let me clear. Okay, so in the config, I can pass the commands in. What is the config? Could I just put it on there? I don't know. So I'm gonna want to trigger that. Do they call it? Oh, what the? Dot emit. This should only be if. If the command is in the list of commands, then trigger them. Is that right? Either way, I'm gonna want to pull this. Pass all of this through. Is that right? Is that how I pass it through? Or is that... Those are arguments, right? Those aren't destructured. Commands is an array. I want to get this specific command here. What would I call it here? Command config. Command name. If command config and command config dot shortcuts Was that when I called it? Yeah, dot shortcuts. Check for shortcut commands. If that happens, I want to emit message with all this shit. This has got to be like an array of the arguments, right? The message is that how I pull it out? Yeah, I use the message. So what I'm really doing is just faking a new message from the user again. Shortcut commands fake a message from the same user. So the message instead will be the shortcut. This needs to come from command config.shortcuts.map shortcut. I think that should work. And I think it shouldn't throw an infinite loop. Interesting if it could. Risque. Array.isArray. Console.log. Triggering shortcut command. Missing my closing one, huh? There we go. I don't want to log the shortcuts, I want to log the shortcut. Oh no, not the shortcut, the parent command. The command. I think that's it. I'm so afraid it's going to create an infinite loop. So now if I do meow, or no wait, did I set up any of them? Which ones did I set up to do it? Yeah, meow, thinking, clap. Meow, thinking, clap. Something broke. Meow was received. something not safe? Let's check that first. Okay, so meow was received. Command name, shortcuts. Let's see what our command config is. I don't know about this NFL song either. I feel like I've heard this one a lot. Is this the one we started on? Okay. Oh, not const. I want to console.log. Command config. I guess I'll just do that. I feel like we hear this song a lot too. And I think I'm gonna want to do it in here. Cannot read properties of undefined. Reading client command. Overlays 36. Command name BRB? Oh, that's probably why command name equals command name. Jeez, there's nobody who's watching. It's just command. Okay. I think that could work. Ooh, crash the server. Tags display name. Yeah, I'm wondering if triggering shortcut. Pew! Twitch chat 24. It's not, I don't think it's triggering that correctly, so it's not an array, probably. Where did I do that? In the bottom of this, right? Let's try that. Overlays 36. Six. Client commands. What was the error? Reading client command. command config. I don't know why that would be empty, but let's do that. I think it worked. Let me refresh my OBS. Well, meow, triggering shortcut, S meow. Ched Dev says S meow. Cool. Let's try, this is dead then. You're dead to me. Sorry for yelling. Do I need to do anything else in these files? Should I commit it? Should I keep writing? What do I do? What do I do? No, I want to try multiple. That might be hard to tell. Let's see. And let me close this browser window so we only hear the OBS version. Refresh. It works. It works. You know, they all feel a little loud. I mean, a little quiet. I would like them to be louder than that. Let's go 40%. Can y'all live with 40%? So, I think it's all working now. While I was gone, I noticed the BRB text just sitting on the screen, and I bet a lot of people would not even notice that and be like, what the fuck's going on? Is this guy just streaming his computer screen and not doing anything? Like, am I frozen? It's a little confusing, so I would like to add some kind of motion to it. But I would also like to add, I'm thinking about learning to make pixelated animation art. To make little GIFs. You know? And then add those on to the alerts and stuff, like the coin one, that'll be cool. If that one probably already exists somewhere, to be honest. But I would like to be able to make my own, like something for hydrating. Yeah. So what could we do? Is there any other, like a better way we could demo this? Like an actual use case with 2 commands? The only way I could think is we remove the sound from here. So now there's no sound that plays. My throat is so dry today. There's no sound that plays. Did I refresh that? So when you do BRB, it just pops up. I have the option for the config, you know, through the config to be able to just pass it right there, but just to prove that it could work, let's say shortcuts for, say, BRB. And it would trigger both of them. It would trigger the regular render template and then also this. Let's try it. Hi, Mountain Trash Panda. Did I refresh that? BRB. Yeah, see? So you could do it either way in this case. I like having it down here for now. BRB. Because if I want to move, this is just all the config, right, for this specific item, and if I want to move this somewhere else, I would like it to be attached to it. If it's up here, I could lose it. I could miss it. Was this not set before? Yeah, that's right, we added it. Okay. Thank you, thank you. I think that's it for the aliases. An hour in. Should we see, did we leave any other weird big pieces of text lying around that we don't want to commit? No. Thinking. Oops. This file's good. Twitch chat. Check for shortcut commands. Shortcut commands fake a message from same user. We trigger that and then we emit a new message. And it goes through the whole process again. Okay, that's it for that one. Overlays had some changes, right? No, yeah, it did, but where's... It's not showing to me anywhere. Is it because I already staged them now? Okay, let's go to our SCM. So we added the commands to the init, and that allows us to tie into the subcommands. We just emit another at the top level. So we just emit another event. So if you say exclamation point meow, it's gonna get that, see that there's a subcommand, run the subcommand s meow. So it's like you sent another message with that. And then everything from below will just handle it. We could have emitted that, you know, on the client side. That's where I started to do it. But then once we send it to the client, we've already formatted it into a specific way. So we don't want to have to do that work again on the client side. So we'll just trigger it up from the server. You know why I think this project confuses me? Anytime I've worked on a project with sockets, it gets really confusing because there's listening on one end and emitting on the other end, and you can do it from both environments. So you've got this foursquare already, right? And it could be, let's draw it out. Well, we're on a tangent now. Let's chat command aliases. I'll save that. I'll save that for next time. Sorry. But we added this extra checking for the shortcuts. That's all the code that it took. And we passed the commands through when we init Twitch chat. Overlays. I renamed that thing. I didn't like that name. It was confusing to me because it's really just a configuration. So that was just a renaming. When we fixed this bug that I think I had from last commit, so we created it and fixed it. And timeouts can now be infinite. So we got a lot of options that I should document. I think we're to the point where like, okay, this is a little confusing enough that there's a lot of configurable options and I don't know what they do. And so I'll do some documenting off stream. I don't want to bore you, but if there's anyone who is interested in seeing that, let me know, because I could stream it. I just think it could be boring. So I was looking for food. Okay, so that was it. EMD file. So in the chat, we added the sound to the BRB. We added our new shortcuts. Ooh, this needs to be updated. See? This is why we do a code review. This is why we do a code review. Clap doesn't need to be that long version anymore. Now we can just do shortcuts. It only takes the one. S clap. And look how nice and clean that is. Is that how our other thing is? No, because we have two there. I don't want to keep that anymore either. Is it formatting that for me? Because I'd like these to be nice and succinct. Just like that. So it feels like an alias. It's like, oh, it's missing a lot of stuff. It's probably just an easy config. What is this? This is like a rock song. And I'm supposed to be listening to the country rock song. Yeah, that's hick hop, country hip hop. Oh, I've heard country hip hop is becoming a thing. It's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, let's finish our review. Let's stage everything. Okay, chat. We added that, added the clap command, which is a shortcut for clap. Just thinking about these other ones, if there's any way to simplify them. This is the main command sound, so it is a little more configured. I guess we could do a shortcut for like commands that don't have args. Or just pass along all the args. That would be nice. A nice abstraction. Oh, hello, Zoe. Okay, that one's good. We just upped the volume on the yoink. Or maybe that's wrong now because oh, don't you scratch that. Zoe wants dinner.
Yoink.
No, I like it louder. It's cool. We want it bigger. And the Tau listener, we changed that default sound. That's it. Okay. Nothing too crazy, huh? Okay. What did we do? We did chat command aliases. Woot woot, woot woot. Before we start the next task, I gotta feed my cat. Let's use that BRB screen again, y'all. I really am feeding the cat this time now. So, yeah. Be right back. I'm gonna leave my auth token page up for you, just so everyone who comes and sees it panics. Yo, I brought some snacks. Chips and hummus. I don't want to eat them on stream in front of you with sound on. I don't mind visually, but I don't want the sound to be on. So, what can we do while I eat some snacks? I'm gonna just do some thinking mode. Let's call it BRB locked in.
Yoink!
T. Drayson, thanks for stopping by. Sorry, I had to have snack time. I was getting hungry. I should look into joining the Claw. I've seen a couple Claw streamers lately, and it's been good. They're good. I gotta look up the. The thing is, I don't ever get to see White Panther much because of her time zone. So, am I a phony if I join the Claw and I'm not like on the channel a lot? I gotta look into how it works. I think she just built it as like a community thing, right? It's not like supposed to be about her in any way. But I gotta look. Okay. So we're ready to look at chat command permissions. Oh, the Claw is invite only. Well, I would like to join some kind of team soon. I gotta look into it. I haven't done that yet. I'm excited about my chat commands. They're so cool. Thanks for stopping by though, man. I'm gonna be doing some more headless CMS stuff soon if you want to watch again. I meant to ping you for that. Command permissions. I still need a move command. Like maybe I could add like a clean command that would, if you have, you know, an unfinished one, it like restacks them. I've been needing that. Let me write that down. I did write down the other thing that I wanted to do for it. Where did I do that? Task nest, task. Sort. And then it's gonna automatically sort by finished, and then the regular stack. Whatever, that's good enough. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Chat command permissions. Okay. Still getting back into it. I got Coke on this side. It's a snack chat for sure. Let me turn this light down now that I'm not sunny out anymore. Wait. Yeah. Is that right? No. Is that color? I can never remember which one's color and which one's... Whatever, that's good. That's better. Okay, so where do the permissions live? Do I want to do permissions on the sound sources? I definitely need them on the commands. But do I also want to limit it on the sound sources to say like, hey, you can't play air horn fucking nonstop, right? Or I'm gonna ban you. It seems weird to have it on this level, but because then I'm gonna have to pass it way down. This is the end of the line. So let's not worry about that one yet. The one I think that's more important is to have on these chat commands who can say them. Do any of these need it. I trigger these, so no, these are all good. Or feeding the cat. I think just here. What are the Twitch roles, Twitch permissions? Can I get a dark mode?
The goggles do nothing.
That's a good use for that one. I feel like that should be a little louder. Let's adjust the sound. My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
The goggles do nothing.
I love that one for when we run into a excuse me. For when we run into a non-light mode thing like this, then I can run the eyes command.
My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
My eyes, the goggles do nothing. So we'll just make a new command like this. Sorry, we're gonna get sidetracked, you know, shit's gonna happen. So now I can just do eyes.
My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
The goggles do nothing. And then you haven't heard this one yet. When we get back to dark mode.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I think I should clip that one down more. It's as loud. The goggles work fine for me. Good one, Push. Is that... Zoe scratches shit, and it's annoying. Hey! And I just got this new computer chair that she wants to scratch the back of and ruin, and it was really expensive. Okay. The goggles work fine for me.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Listen, shut up for a second.
I gotta hook that up. I want to add the band event too. So. Push, thank you for the follow. think it is a bot account. By followers. Submit. See how long this takes? And I block them, but it doesn't really help because then I have to go back and still ban them. Ah. Ah! My eyes. Chicago's do nothing. And I add the restrict. Where's the ban? Do I have to paste the ban in there? I can't just do it from the... I don't have the full mod dashboard in, I guess. Oh, thanks, brah. Like I have to do the /ban. What happened? Oh man. Okay. Sorry about the distraction. Hello, darkness, my old friend. So the roles they have in here. Types of roles, editors, moderators, VIPs. Isn't there like 5 more? I thought there was a lot. Editor? Is that a new role? Have they always had that? So I could target specific roles, allowed roles. Everyone would be a role though too. Or any, whatever I would call it. Okay, let's just get back to darkness for a second. Allowed roles. Any. By default, I'm going to only allow commands from the broadcaster. Of course. See, and if I have it just at this level, it's going to pass everything through to the sound. And if there's certain sounds I want to restrict, that's second feature or second draft. Anyone can do the sound. There's an open source chat client for Twitch called Chatterino. Has stuff like quick ban, mute, etc. What is that? What do you mean, like a browser app that you run on your machine or something? Allowed roles, any? Meow. Be right back. Broadcaster. The roles I think should match whatever Twitch API sends me. So, ooh, this should be any. Clear is broadcaster. Dark any. Fortune right now, it's not doing anything. I think it would be any though. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to return that into a redemption, so. Let's leave it empty for now. Now let's go broadcaster. Any. Plenty of any's. Plenty of any's. Okay. So where do we act on that? Now we know where we're storing it. It's coming on chat commands. So I think it's gonna happen in the Twitch chat. I guess I'm gonna need that command earlier than I thought. Or will I not know? Allowed roles. Sounds pretty tough, huh? So here's where I'm doing the check. Is command allowed if they're broadcaster or if is moderator is okay? Const. I don't think I need that actually. But before I run the command, I won't know if the command is allowed yet. I need to move that down. Because if there's no command, then I already want to ignore it. Is command. I'm going to move some crap around. Ignore non-commands. So I get the command. This should be down. This should be up. Oh, see, I left some console logging in there. Where were you people? So now we have the command. We have the command config. We're going to spit those out for you so you can see them. So what am I doing? Here's an OBS client to display Twitch alerts. Yes. Yeah, so I've got a whole server listening thing for Twitch events, and then I'm displaying them on the screen. We've already done that part. Right now I'm doing chat commands. So if I type like sounds, it'll show the sounds on the screen. Oh, I'm in the wrong chat. So it'll show the sound names on the screen, and then I can do sound eyes.
My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
But right now, these commands are all limited to just me running them. The general public can't run them, so I'm setting up the permissions on who can run them. Because some can be run by all viewers, some can be run by just me. If I want to add like moderators to do that stuff, then that could be the case too, but we're setting that up now. And there's our shortcuts. Beware not to RCE yourself. What does that mean? Oh, remote code execute. Yes. Yes, good point. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check for that. But I'm not doing any kind of like evaling or stuff anywhere. So at least it's a good first step, but I should definitely double check. So these things I can move down to. Wait, do I have anything on my, no. Raw command. This, so there could be missing command config. Let me paste this down here. If there is no command config, then you're running a command that doesn't exist, so we can return. Oh, well, that's not true because I set up my aliases down here later on. Shoot. Yeah, I see what you mean, Push. I could show you a little what I did. So I've limited it to, you can only run certain commands. I guess you can pass them different args. Maybe pass them additional args. I'm not sure. I have to double check that. Well, that doesn't take any. That doesn't take any. That just that takes event data and a name. Yeah, I should double check them. But I'm gonna implement it right now so that at least it works. Commands, command name. So what if the command is like an alias in this case? Like yoink. It should be able to find that. It wouldn't be able to find the alias because if the command is, So maybe we check that and aliases. Command name equals that, or c dot command, not c, command or c dot aliases. I don't have optional chaining in here. Oh no, I want that. So that should it should say if the command name matches. I want to swap these just so they read easier. Why not writing in TypeScript? It would be handy for this, but this code is just, well, some of it's on the server, some of it's Node, but TypeScript. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that was TypeScript. Is that your job, to go around and ask people why they're not writing in TypeScript? I started it in non-TypeScript. It's getting to the point where I'd like to add it, but I haven't yet. T. Drayson's back. TypeScript, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. To be honest, it's not in TypeScript because I'm too lazy to set it up. I didn't set it up initially because I use an Express client generator, and it generated it with a really, non-TypeScript version. And on the front end for the client, I'm mainly using just straight browser supported features. So if I had TypeScript, I'd have to compile it, right? I did, so I was thinking about adding like the commented version of TypeScript. How does that work? Mr. or Mrs. TypeScript. I've heard some things about it. Is it true? Is it real? Okay, so it should return command config now if it matches the exact command name or it's in the aliases. And I think that should be it. I think that should be good. If we can't find the command config, then it's a command that does not exist. We'll say console.log invalid command. I guess I'll do the whole message. Yeah, push, I agree. For quick getting things into a working state, you like JavaScript more. And then if it gets more serious, you can add types. That's usually what I do too. I like to start very bare bones and then along the way add more and more and more to see if the project really does have room to grow. That's why I call myself a prototyper, because I don't care to write completely perfect code out of the gate. Okay, so it'll list at least an invalid command. We'll know if we'll hit that if that's a bug or not. Oh, and T. Drayson built an event scanner ticket demo a couple weeks ago. You used like a phone app or a barcode scanner or what? How'd you scan it? Camera, maybe? Mobile camera? So after that, let me just const roles, user roles, or chatter roles. Maybe just roles. And I'm just gonna fill them all out. Broadcaster. This could be a good, sorry, my headphones are hurting. This could be a good, another export file. Let me try it. I'll try it out in 1 second. Hold on. broadcaster. The next level is moderator, I believe. I won't need that config anymore, actually. Is a highlighted message. I just started writing these, I never actually used them, so I'll add them more in a second. There's also a VIP, and let's look at the example data. I don't know how you determine a VIP. Is there a badge for it? Yo, Trash Panda, you there? Can you send a message? You're a VIP, and I want to see what it comes through as. You better be there. VIP false. And they said there was editor. I don't know what that is. We'll have to look that up. We'll make it false for now. And then any. True. Everyone's an any. Everyone's an any. Any, A-N-Y, not I-N-I. Yo, TypeScript, how you feel about the word any? Does it make you quiver? So now I can just do that. Message, roles. Mountain Trash Panda, can you send a message, please? Oh, is it gonna... Yeah, that's fine. I think we're good. So now we need to implement it. At least for the triggering. Check for shortcut commands. Do I want to kick off the shortcut commands if they don't have access to them? Obviously not. But based on roles. Okay, so if command config dot allowed roles, is that what I call it? If allowed role, oops. This could be, oh shoot. Thank you. Finally. Finally, I just wanted to see some messages come through from you. Because I missed you. No. Why isn't it? Oh, there it is. Thank you. Badges VIP. It's 1. You a VIP. Doll. In Homer voice. Gotta find a sound clip for it and then we can add it. I'd like to just make a tool to just pull all this information out because it's annoying to read. Make it into a TypeScript selector, you know? You're not a subscriber? Wow. What happened? Okay. So it is badges.vip. That's what I want. Broadcaster, subscriber. I should just go off of those, huh? Oh, I could make it only available to subscribers as well. Nice. What level should a subscriber be? Subscriber. Tags dot. All right, Drayson. I'll call you out once in a while, you know? What are you doing for work? Are you coding? A subscriber. I guess. Did they have follower data on there? Not on the tags. Oh, that's not on the tags either. VIP. There's not a follow information? Are you not following me, Mountain Trash Panda? Ah, new brochure website for a client. Nice. And there's mods on a different level too. You're following, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, what is tags? Oh, that's what this is. Where did that thing go, man? Okay, tags dot badges dot. So allow mod commands are just done. I'm guessing this is editor, but I don't know. I'll just do false for now because I don't want to use it if I don't know. So, how do I want to do the check? I don't want to loop through all the properties for each of them. If there is no allowed roles, I'm going to make the default role broadcaster because I don't want anyone to run anything without your permission. Broadcaster. So you just return early. More readable. Okay, default required role is broadcaster. So if there's no allowed roles and you're not the broadcaster, ignore it. If allowed roles if the allowed roles are defined, I could do find or filter. Find would be better because we just want to find the first one. So allow roles find R where R is equal to I think I want to say roles dot has own property R. This should just be role. Has own property and the roles role is true. So that means if one of... Well, this has to be true to continue, so I want to do the opposite. At this point, there would have to be some allowed rolls, right? Command is not allowed. Return. Did not meet access permissions required. Oh my God, son. Get the fuck down. Okay. I would like to log that out though. What did I say for the other one? Invalid command. Invalid command permissions. I want the user who put it and that's the username. Tags.username. Surprised I don't have that in there already. It's not really the username, it's the display name. But that's okay. Because that's how I'll see it in the chat. I want to check that. Okay, I think that should be it for permissions. Mountain Trash Panda, let me know when you're back. Because we will test some VIP commands. So I hear you. Where are you? Let's try Job roles, any? Oh my god. I'm locking her away. That's it. Hold on. She's gone. She's done. Anybody in the chat right now, can you try a sound command? Do exclamation point sound yoink,
Yoink.
or any of the sounds on the screen, the sound names. You have my permission to do air horn or rim shot. I want to see if you get through. Sound eyes. Oh, the app crashed. Okay. Tags.badges. Thank you, Push. So there's times where you don't have badges at all? Oh, these aren't chats. Where would that be? In here. Sorry. No, it's actually null. Interesting. I'm gonna save that one too. I'm gonna make a file for these. That's gonna be helpful. Where should I put them? Goggles too much. App crashed. I like that. Should I do it in the Twitch chat file? I'm in the Twitch chat file. No, let's do it somewhere else. I don't know here. Oh, I meant to do a new file. Twitch chat message dot JS. What data is this? This one was the no badges. Cool. And then I'll pull out these other two. Broadcaster. That's probably gonna make it feel a lot cleaner. VIP. Okay. Does Node have nullish coalescing yet? Ideally, these could be, I mean, it could be a quick little helper like has badge. But whatever. Push, can you do it again? Try it out. I think it should let you come on through.
My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
Yes. Also do just exclamation point eyes. That's a shortcut I made for it. That one should work too.
My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
Yes. Okay. Can you try to do the BRB command? You shouldn't be able to do it. Nice. Invalid permissions. Nice. I need to change some of these to Boolean. I mean, nulls are okay, but very cool, very cool. You got a lot of null values. Let's just call it null values. You'll be our null values example. Mountain Trash Panda, you're back. Okay, let's try something with you. Let's make you a command. What sound do you want to play? Sounds on the screen. What sound do you want to play when we do exclamation point VIP? We'll test our multiple ones too. Applause. Another one. Air horn. Yeah, 14 plus. I'd like to use that because that was pretty nasty. I'll double check that in a second. We're gonna do nerd for now because you're not responding. Another one? Okay. Another one. Hold on, let me refresh. All right. Type exclamation point VIP. Are you doing it?
Another one, and another one, and another one, and another one.
Yeah. Push, you want to try to do exclamation point VIP? Shouldn't work for you. No luck. Okay, cool. How do I know if someone's a follower? I guess I don't, huh? At least from the chat perspective. Because I know you followed earlier, Push. Nothing else indicates it though, right? I'd have to make another request to make it happen, I think. That sucks. We'll figure that out later. What node version am I using? Is a good question. .17.1, let's try it. Right. Just question marks, right? How do you do the timer with your current task thing on the left? Well, that is a great question. I should add a command for that, but what it is a project that I built called OBS Tasks Overlays. That is it. There's also a different screen that I have on there with it, and you can use it on your stream if you'd like. It's just a browser source URL that you set the config in the URL, and then you add it to OBS. And you can, size it and move it around. It doesn't have a ton more options yet, but there's more. I meant sorry, did I say nullist coalescing? I meant optional chaining. Node optional, because I don't think that's even official yet. In node 12. It's in stage 4, it doesn't support it yet. From node version 14, yeah, you were right. You were right. And I don't think it would have crashed if it didn't work there. Is that what it? How's the? Yeah. What were we doing before this? Are we done? I think we finished it. We got roles, we added some commands, we've... Mountain Trash Panda, can you do... Or Push, can you do exclamation point sounds? I need to add a bot so you can say like, yeah, you can show it, there we go, okay. So you can say exclamation point commands and then it responds to you with the commands that are available to you based on your role. Sounds will eventually, if I wanted to add sound permissions, which I do think I do. Like, you gotta be a subscriber to get access to air horn. I would like to do that. The app's getting to the point where we would benefit from tests and TypeScript and all those kinds of things, but I don't want to do that, you know? It just doesn't sound fun. It sounds like a hassle. Along with Chris, thank you for the follow. I still got my snacks laying around over here. I should have thrown them away. I mean, not thrown them away, but put them away. Zero width cars would break anything. What does that mean? Is that a... Let me put some snacks away. Okay. I think we should do a review, make sure we didn't leave anything out. Yeah, when you type the thing, it clears out the message, so that's a bug. I need to add something. The ability to stack things as well as, yeah, and clear things. So I need to add that functionality at some point. Let me write that down so I don't forget about it. Maybe we could do it on the next stream. Queuing to overlays, or should I just call it displaying of? It's more of a queuing system because you could have like follows coming in, right? And then I show a follow for X amount of time. If a new follow comes in within that 10 seconds, I don't want to immediately overwrite the old one. I want it to queue up, wait for the old one to finish, and then throw it in after, show it after. Sounds is currently just sticking on the screen. And I think that's okay. I think I'm gonna bottom align everything. So as you see the sounds on the bottom of the screen there. If I had a follower pop up right now, I would expect it to pop up just a little higher, covering the screen on the right. I'm looking like right here, basically. Oh, okay, what is that? It just comes through as a empty string. I think is it like a character? It would only run a command if you have a matching command of some kind. So if you did like sounds and then pasted that character, yeah, it says invalid command sounds. Is it because there's one of those characters in the middle somewhere and it doesn't match? I just matched for the string sound, a one-to-one match. Is that okay? It's turbo. I thought that was Discord thing. Is your Discord connected maybe? Flags. Because it couldn't understand it. I guess anything that could crash a normal node server? Because is there anything in my code that would specifically cause it to crash? Or is there any specific way I could write my code that could cause it to crash? Let's review our code. We're console logging out the username now. I moved out all the example data and added some new ones. We moved is command allowed down, lower. Try to get the command config. If the command doesn't exist, yeah, I'm doing string, a direct string match and using dot includes. Doing the roles. I guess I could wrap them in booleans just so they're all actually boolean. Is there anything else in here? Added some more information. Yeah, I'd really like to write some tests for these, right? Make sure that's all good. I hate setting up tests. I don't know, I hate the idea of writing tests, but then whenever I actually do it, I'm like, oh, that's good, I feel good. I like it. I think it bothers me that it doesn't move the project forward. And I want to move the project forward when it's this small. Okay, so Twitch chat. We added roles to all of, I need to write some of this down for my commit message. Get role permissions for commands. And did we add the shortcuts or is that the last one? I think it was the last one. I'm writing down another task that I wanted to remember. Add commands with response of access level commands. Sound sources, we changed a few volumes. We didn't add a new one, that's it. Or this new file, this is just all the pasted data. Cool. I would like to tie into a highlighted message thing too. But I don't know, do I really want to display your message on screen? I don't think so. I'd have to make it a pretty high point. Because I don't want just some random coming in and then getting their message on my screen. You know, you'd have to be here long enough so I know you're actually hanging out, but you could be hanging out, lurking, and not really... What did I say, Mountain Trash Man? What did I say? You could be hanging out, lurking, collecting points, and then waiting to spit your bot follower command on my thing. You know? I wonder if I can do a quick, like, report command. Totally a bot follower. I heard that Tony X Bones. I heard, I don't think you're a bot because you've been around for quite some time. Thank you for the follow. Don't want to display our messages like we aren't good enough. It seemed like it was a good time. It was a perfect time for it. Still makes me wonder though, are you a bot? I don't know, would a bot say that they are a bot? I watched The Matrix recently and I don't know what's real anymore. Many of us are real. We are not bots. We are not all bots. Let me see how your first message comes through. Tony X Bones. Totally a bot follower. Let's add that to our const. First message. The only thing that should show up is first message true. Boom. Still no badges. That's okay. You're being saved as the first message in here. Congratulations. I'm gonna have trouble remembering these sounds. You look special, Tony. Boring. Oh no, I did it wrong.
Boring.
I feel like I might just want to make a lot of the sounds just on the root, you know, like exclamation mark boring. I personally hate typing S first. I always forget. That's a lot to add there, though. I'm sure we'll get there someday. I added a couple today. Okay. Did I add more changes since then? I think I did. Oh, updating, what the? Ah. S is no good. Okay, role permissions for chat commands. Learn that stuff someday. Instead of trying to figure out all the stream elements jazz. Yeah, I wanted to write my own so that I could make it super easy, and also so I can tie into more things, like besides just text response. You know, I want to like be able to trigger an API, get some data, and then come back and whatever. Not just the Twitch API, it could be another one, you know? I want full flexibility. Oh, shoot. Did I do it right? All right, we're ending soon. So, let's talk a little bit about next steps. All the redemptions, all the points, yeah. So how much should it be to get your message highlighted on screen? How many points do you think that's worth? I got a few new features out of here that I want. Money. Dang, it's all over. Push wants money. Tony says, I got 310, so I'm gonna say 300. Mountain Trash Panda says 2.5K. You high class, Mountain Trash Panda. Twitch sets the default to like 100. They have a cost. Let me see what it's at right now. A smart cost thing that allows it to adjust. And right now it's at 100. That's based on how many channel points are out there at the moment. Or is it based on how many channel points you can generate per hour? I'm not sure. But they do it for you, and they have it set to 100, so. But that highlights it in the chat. I'm thinking I can make my own custom redemption to highlight a message on my screen. Bots don't really do it through there, huh? Bots don't highlight redemptions. So then I would know at least you're not like a bot. You could be a troll. Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm not gonna moderate what you say in there really. So I want it to be, it could get you a timeout or a ban or something if it's terrible. Yeah, I think it could be small for now, for sure, Tony. I don't have a billion chatters in here. I don't want a troll to come in and put something up on my screen. So maybe I could find a way to add approval. I could queue it or something and then say exclamation point approved. That's a weird experience though. So a few new things. Am I allowed to objectify you, or will that get me banned? You are a VIP, Trash Panda. So, who knows? There's Twitch things that don't let you talk until after you follow for like an hour. That's not true. You weren't following me before you started talking to me, right? If I have follower only chat, maybe? But I don't enable that. So some new things for next time is I want to add the queuing to the overlays. I think that could be a little challenging. You know, it's basically an interview question. How would you queue this? You know, how would you build a queue? I've done it before with the DOM, you know. Tricky part is with the DOM, I guess. That's not really the tricky part. And then also add a exclamation point commands with a response of accessible commands, whatever the user can say. With that though, I would need to build a bot account. Unless I just say like, show on screen, you know, what commands you can use. I don't necessarily want to use your username, but I could use your role, your highest role. We'll think about that, how we want to do that. Tony, no, I mean other people have it set to new followers can talk and chat until a certain time followed. Maybe use that for a way to let people pay points to message. I see what you mean. I think it's a problem that don't have. I get the bot followers and that's okay, but they're not gonna do a highlight my message kind of thing. And they usually do a first chat. They wouldn't have points for a highlight, right? Because they don't follow me either. They just come in and chat. I'm surprised they don't flag messages. Can I auto mod messages that
Yoink.
say redeemed hydrate? Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Tony. I'll take a double. Yep. So those are the two new things. I got the idea. Oh, Mountain Trash Panda. Did you hear my idea for my new BRB game screen? So the idea is when I do the BRB command, it's gonna pop up a game, and the game is gonna be, the default text is feeding the cat. So the game is gonna be like one cat out there, I don't know, some cats out there like wandering around, and then you can add a cat by like some kind of chat command, and then the cats want food and they're meowing. The more you don't feed them, they're meowing, and so you have to keep giving them food. Otherwise they'll keep meowing. So you have something to play and do while I'm gone. You gotta keep up. What do you think? I'd love it too. Gotta figure out how to make it work. We'll get there. Let's see who's on stream. Who can we raid? Does anyone have a suggestion? CM Griffin still hanging around. I'll do CM Griffin. Juicebox Heroes going. Leon. Got 6,000 viewers. Whoop! Oh, Jay Phil's going again. Looks like he might have just started. Let's do CM Griffin. Because I'm going to be hanging out there afterwards anyway. All right, stick around for the raid if you're interested in that sort of thing. CM Griffin's a coder. He's chill like me. I'm chill like him. He's a cool guy, he's funny. And I think that's it. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the tests, for helping me test things. Push, Mountain Trash Panda, Tony Bones. See you again next time, maybe sometime this week. Probably still working on this because I'm excited about this project. We had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun building these things and integrating them. So you guys have something to do, you know? All right, let's go to Griffin.